Hey Aries, happy birthday. Here to do your yearly birthday reading. Now normally I would do the whole year all in one table circle. But as I have some company tonight, I shall do 1 month at a time and see what we get. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. I hope you get something from what you see, and if you like it, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you're returning, hello. Hello, lovely ones. Lovely to have you back. I'm very, very grateful to see you. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into your birthday year, and we shall start with April. What are we starting with for April, for Aries' birthday? Let's see. This is a very good start. It's number 0, and it's the intangible, indeterminate, formless, unknowable. It's like the Fool card. Starting fresh. Now I quite like it because, you know, you guys are the first sign in the zodiac, and it is the zodiac new year, so what better card to start with? Alright, so let's get some clarification on this. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. So I quite like this because it's not diving in head first like the Fool. It's moving forward, but with thought and processes. Page, starting something new, very grounded and worth celebrating. This will work out to your advantage. How did that get in there? Processing energies, adjustment period, and settling of energies. So this is the new thing. You'll be processing things from last year and settling into what you want. So you basically got a whole new fresh start, and you're going to be moving forward in a very grounded, solid way, in something new for you, which will bring celebration for you. And this is a number 55, so it's like hang on. Processing energies. It will be an adjustment period, obviously, because it's new. But any unsettled energy or any, I call it twitchiness, you know, that bit where there's just something not right. That's going to settle down, which is really nice. So that's April. Let's see what we've got for May, shall we, my loves? May. Oh, no, darling, you're not helping. May. Feeling numb. Aww. Severe stress, dissociation and shock. We're going to have to work through in May, my loves. I just want to see what my dog's doing. What are you doing? Put your head up. There we go. I'll just clarify that. May. Sometimes when we start something new, it's like, you know, when you buy something like a car or a house, or I don't know, but if you have, and there's such a thing called buyer's remorse, where you kind of, you're all excited until you've done it, and then you're kind of like, oh shit, what have I done? Did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? What's going on? Anyway, let's see. Eight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Hermit, and Ace of Swords. So that's okay. You know, with this severe stress, but you're going to be working really hard because you do when you set out on something new. You know, you head down, bum up, kind of, right, I'm on the right track and I'm going to work towards the direction I want. Divine timing is going to come in and swap things up for a while. You know, shake your, it's not the power, but it is a bit of a, okay, so we're moving along, let's move along. It will, you will, this is the Hermit, which is going inside, you know, taking time out, stepping away, and it can be what a lot of people need to do when something really shocks the shit out of them. I still want to know what this is. Hold on, my loves. I'm just going to get something to clarify this with. Now, sit there. Bear with me. Strip down here. Add that to the pictures. Okay. Aries. Clarify feeling numb, please. It's going to be something important because it's the number 38 card. 3 and 8 make 11. So that's something you're going to need to pay attention to. Now, when you see a card like severe stress and dissociation and shock, and the card's title is feeling numb, when we kind of dissociate and shut down a bit, that's our brain's protection mechanism so that we cope with whatever's going on. Let's just see what's going on. So quick. Yeah, Judgment and 5 of Cups. So there's going to be some grief because there's a big change. There's a big change coming. With Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. And it will, the 5 of Cups is just clarifying the dissociation and the shock. I'm sorry about that. Is there anything else? It is going to lead you to see something much clearer because after the Hierophant you've got the Ace of Swords. So it will cause you to go inside and, you know, release some things that need to be released. And this will be a big one. It'll give you the choice. This is like a life moment where something really big happens and you get the chance to either have a wake-up call or go further into unhealthy beliefs and behaviours. It's not going to give me anything else about this. I'll just ask when timing, please. What's the timing around this? Oh, I'm getting such a big download. It's ridiculous. It will lead to something you have to know. So I know it sounds really big and really scary, but sometimes it's how we see things. It's not it's how we see things. Do we make this transition a lot harder for ourselves? Do we make it a lot more work for ourselves when we're going through this transition? Do we resist it? That's why Jupiter's coming in and saying, well, you can't resist it anymore. Thanks. Times of life. You reflect the world, and the world reflects you. Yep. So basically, it's up to you, my loves, and I'm sorry about that. Excuse me for a minute. I'm just going to change positions because this is a bit troublesome with the dog on my lap. Hi. Now, I don't know if you saw when I was shuffling, but a card fell out, so I moved the dog, picked up the card, and it's 2 days to 2 weeks. So that's within 2 days to 2 weeks of May. Something's going to give you the chance to look at how you see the world, because it's going to be reflected to you. All right, my loves. Let's see what else. What are we up to? May, June. June. What's in store for June for Aries? We have no place like home, the comfort of home, family and leisure. That will be nice. And it's a 44. Last time we had 55 and now we're having 44. This is a big birthday for you. Big birthday. Okie dokie. So, what have we got for Aries? June. The little light out the front, it's so cute. Upside down. We have the 5 of Cups. This was in the last month. That was the clarifier in the last month. So, you know, grief just doesn't disappear. And let me tell you something else. I just want to make this clear. Grief can be over anything. It doesn't have to be loss of a person. It could be, I remember when I had to give up my car because I couldn't drive a manual anymore because of my legs. I grieved my car because it was mine and I loved it so much and it was my independence, and I always said I would never drive anything but a manual car, stick shift. And so I grieved the car. So, you know, grief can be all sorts of things. I'll just get some more. 9 of Pentacles. More independent. King of Cups and the Sun. There's some happiness coming. Something might have happened. Like sometimes when we lose a job, we go back to our hometown, home, any place that reminds us of security. And so the 9 of Pentacles, it's saying that, you know, you're still independent, but you're choosing to go to a place of abundance. And that doesn't have to be money, it can be love and safety and security and all of that. The King of Cups is saying that don't be afraid. King of Cups can be quite cool. They're emotionally mature and emotionally stable. It can come across as quite cool, quite, you know, a bit standoffish. And you might come across as that for a while, a bit like the Hermit. But if someone is offering to give you compassion and love, don't push it away. Don't brush it off without really allowing yourself to get support while you're going through some stuff. There is going to be some happiness here. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is like, and I think this is where, you know, say what you want, but I'm a firm believer of everything happening for a reason. And I get the feeling that, you know, this is going to bring you, you'll notice that that's a little child. And this is no place like home. I think by going home, you're going to have some time of comfort and reassurance, and just some time to find your feet again and find out who you are again, and you'll get that comfort from going back to like your childhood support system, and that'll bring out some happiness back, which is lovely. June. July. Next financial year. What have we got for Aries in July? I have to pick this up at the moment. Black Swan. An unforeseen event, a surprise, and hindsight. This could be everything happened for a reason. July. What is it? What have we got? Seven of Swords. Queen of Wands. There you are. Justice. Five of Wands. I'm just going to get Four of Wands, Lot of Wands, and Page of Wands. One more. Two more. Okay. Good. Okay, I think someone has been a bit dodgy, a bit sneaky, manipulative, a bit sus, and maybe has taken advantage of you. And it's really going to piss you right off. You're going to get a bit fiery. Your lines are going to come out because you like things fair. This is unjust. It's not fair. And so there'll be a bit of an internal struggle, a bit back and forth about how to handle it. What do? Do you get all fiery and drama? And, you know, let them know exactly how you feel. Or do you stay focused on what's important to you? Four of Wands, home, hearth, partnership, divine support, spiritual support, 1111. And this is all new. Remember that at the very beginning, this was all new. And in every stage of our lives, we don't stop learning. We don't stop learning. So this is kind of a choice for you in July. Do you flare up like you used to do, or do you practice a new way? You might feel a bit wounded, but you can learn from those. Learn from your old wounds when you're doing something differently, when you're reacting differently, or when you're handling a situation differently than you always would. Because the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded. She's very centered. If you look here, she's got a white cat on her lap. There's, pretty good intuition and clarity. She's very what's the word? There's a she's very zen, almost nonchalant, where it's like, okay, in the past I used to blow my stack and complain about how unfair everything was, and that had just caused more drama. And now I think I'm just going to ask, is it really important in my life? Is whatever they've done, whatever they've said, whatever dodgy behaviour they've done, is that really worth the hassle? Is it worth messing up the good stability that I've got? How else can I do this? How can I do this differently? How can I learn from my past? And how can I just go, well, I'm not going to give that any of my energy anymore. I'm just going to go on my merry way and eat my grapes. So that is some advice for July. This is interesting because this is a real turning. I might lay some more out now. August, please. All right, let's just keep going. All right, I can lay a few more out now. August. September. September, October, November. So, in August, you've got the Seer of Souls, sensitivity, empathy, and understanding. Now that's nice, because if you'd flared up in July, you couldn't have this, you couldn't do this. I'll get to those in a minute. So August. Go for August, please. Yep. King of Wands. You had the Queen of Wands last month. Now you're King of Wands. Yeah, you're going up. You're elevating. And King of Wands is, you know how they call the soul the fire? The fire within. King of Wands can just see it. You just see it. I mean, as Aries, you are the baby. You've also done the full cycle. So by the time you come around to being the baby again, you can see through a few more things that you didn't see before. And you've also learned with the empathy and understanding not to be very fiery, but to be warmer, more understanding and more compassionate. Anything else? And look at that, the King of Pentacles. So you had the King and the Queen, you had two queens last month, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Wands was a bit fiery and the Queen of Pentacles was like, nah, we're not doing that anymore. And here you've got the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, which I think is lovely synchronicity that you've got the next month. You're kind of stepping up into this higher vibration level. You've reached, you know, the peak of the suit in maturity and growth, and this is giving you a much clearer ability to see other people and where they're at and have sensitivity for that. So that's quite lovely. So September, you've got the divine masculine and yang power solar qualities. But he's walked across a rickety bridge, and this is about where you are, but look at the stance. He's standing firm. Little bit of defensiveness, but after that I can kind of understand it. What's going on in September? And this has no number, this card. No number on it. It's just the divine masculine. So with these two kings, you see the flow. It's like in July you had the two queens. In August you've got the two kings. And in September you've got the divine masculine, which is all of the kings together. So this is a really nice progression of learning and growth. You've got the Nine of Cups and the Emperor, the High Priestess, and the World, and the Two of Swords. Now, this is very Two of Swords energy-ish. Two of Swords. It's like, I don't want to make a decision. I've come this far, and it's kind of been a bit of a rocky road, and I'm just not prepared to move any further or see anything differently. I'm just going to stand here, and because, you know, I don't know where to go after the end of this bridge. The thing is that the world's going to turn, but in a good way this time. You've got the High Priestess. Now, our growth and our spiritual development doesn't come with a box of chocolates and a bunch of roses. That's not how it's delivered. It's delivered in challenges. Because if everything was easy all the time, we'd have no reason to learn and grow, because we'd have no, like, everything would be given to us. So in order to learn and grow, it's part of the fun and the shits and the giggles that we go through little lessons, little challenges, an obstacle course. And then we get to celebrate our success. But with this, the bridge, you know, when you get spiritual downloads, it's often called the Rainbow Bridge. You've crossed the bridge, so you're that much higher in your vibration and able to hear messages. And that's part of the turn. Like, at the beginning, you had the wheel, which kind of kicked the whole thing off. And now the wheel has turned again, so now we're up at the top. This is great, because, you know, this is how the world works. And this is how life works. Good. Challenge. Good. Challenge. Good. Great. October. We've got one way. Culture. Conformity, group thinking, and adherence. I don't quite like that. This might be why the stubborn's coming out. Let's see. Clarify. Yeah. Culture. See, once you start stepping out of everybody else's comfort zone, they're not going to like it. But this is transformation. Now, like I said, and yeah, Four of Pentacles. This is very interesting, because this is very this card is very Four of Pentacles. Hanging on to things, conforming to things, staying with things because that's what everybody does and that's how everybody does it. And that's the rules and that's how we all do things, because if anyone steps outside that, I don't like it, and you need to pull your head back in and stop doing all that woo-woo stuff and get back into line. That shit's going to end. You're basically going to say no, because after all the work you've done, and way back at the beginning, people might have let you have your time. You know, it's just a phase. She went through this, so we're just going to give her a phase. But once you start really developing and stepping into yourself, you're going to start getting worried because, you know, it's time to move on now. And they're going to try and pull you back to what's always been. You're going to say no. You're going to say, I've come too far. I've gone through too much. I can't unchange. I'm changed now. This is opened my eyes to things I never knew before. November, you've got Sky Bridge. Oh, how I was saying the Rainbow Bridge. Sky Bridge, mediumship, intuition, psychic experiences. This is November. And this is what's coming after all the challenges. This is what's on its way. This is what people didn't want because they thought it was a bit strange. But this is the why. November is the why. You're going to have in November, you're going to realise the why you've gone through all of this. You know, it's going to be an aha month. Not a moment, a month. Good. Upside down. What is that? Seven of Wands, boundaries. And Four of Swords and Temperance. Look at that. Look at that. I like that. So, after going through all this stuff, you'll have learned what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. So you're going to be much better at standing up to people who want to drag you backwards. And that's going to come from having taken time out and really looked inside, spent some time meditating on things, you know, just reviewing your life and where you want to go. You're going to be much more balanced by November. And so, you know, this is going to be mediumship. A lot of stuff comes through in meditation. But this temperance energy, it's really beautifully balanced. It's give and take. It's fire and water. So there's a real safety in that you trust what you're getting in the water, the feelings and sensations you're getting. But you've also got your own spark that you can interpret and intuit stuff with. So this is really nice movement through. Let's just say you get the shit over and done with early on this in your birthday year, and we move just along as the year goes on. So what are we up to? December. How does that happen? That didn't happen before. I love spirit. I've had someone playing all sorts of games with me lately. So we've got December and January. I'll just keep going. There's a lot of those. I think they're meant to be there. December, January, February and March. Yeah, baby. Okay, so for December, we've got the Magic Beanstalk. Ascension, elevation, reaching new heights. See the progression? This is a progression. This is growth. Okay, clarify. December, please. Oh, right. Knight of Swords. Truth. Movement forward. I love congruence in those. This is like, you know, you come through the swamp really grotty. You've walked this rickety old bridge and watched where you stepped, and you might have tripped through a couple of times and dragged yourself back up onto the bridge. You got back to the end and you're kind of like, I'm just going to stand here for a moment because I need to. Once you get off the bridge, you kind of go, this is pretty cool. I don't think I can ever go back to the way I was. And people are going to go, okay, time's up. You've had enough of that now. Let's come back to reality. You will hear that. Someone will say that to you. Let's come back to reality now. It's time to come back to reality and get on with things. And you're going to explain to them that you are a different person now, and that while you're doing that, you are going to step into a more authentic connection with spirit. You're going to, this is going to break through something. And once you get to December, you're going to be like on fire. I've got it. I've got my truth, and I'm going to not hold back anymore. This is who I am, and I'm just going to keep moving forward with that. I'm not even going to go any further than that. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. In January, it's going to keep going. You've got Forest of Fire, passion, aliveness, flashes of inspiration. This just gets better and better and better. And you're just going to keep going with this flow. Once you've got it, you're going to keep going. January, please. January. Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Truth, authenticity, all these things. You are going to use that sword to cut through all the things you haven't been wanting to look at. Because, let's face it, sometimes we don't want to look at shit. It's okay. Now that you're kind of like stepping into stuff, it's more of a, what else haven't I realised? What else have I been living in this, like, delusion? What else about me needs healing that I can now look at? Ace of Cups. This is like the Holy Grail. This is my love overflow. This is from heaven, unending love. And see the dove? See the dove? It's healing. This is all healing. And it's like, I can feel it gathering momentum and going faster and faster. Not faster and faster, but more and more exciting about this new direction and this new understanding. And you're stepping up, you know. Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. Get a question really clear. Intuition, very good, very clear. Good messages. Being able to speak your truth. Being able to ask questions to cut through all the bullshit or any more bullshit coming your way. Excellent. Happy New Year. Keep going. What else have we got? February, Tea of Transformation. Healing, remedy, positive change. See, we're going through this and looking now at what else you need to heal. This is more and more transformation. This is just like, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you because I can feel by the time you hit next year, you're going to be so different, so it's like you're going to see colour for the first time, and you're going to want to see everything. You know, you're going to want to discover things because you haven't seen them before. You never knew they existed. It was all just black and white. And now things are in colour and they're shaded. It's like, what's under that? And if I move that, what colour's under there? And it's going to be, you're going to love it. February, you've got the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Another ace. It's fantastic. Another beginning. Beginning. Transforming. It's like Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Love and abundance and job, home, health, wealth. It's all coming in since you decided to stand in your truth. First, discover your truth, find out what's really important to you, who you really are, and then once you step into that, all the gates are going to open for you. It's like major manifestation. Once you realize that you have this in you, this person in you was always there, but you ignored them, or you put them down, or you didn't believe that was who you really were, or you felt like you had to hide it. Once you let that out, the doors just open. It's like sometimes you can't believe that this stuff just keeps coming because it's so great. So next March, this whole cycle's turned, and you've got safe in your bubble, safe from harm, protected and sheltered. Now, when we talk about spiritual protection, energetic protection, a lot of us talk about putting a bubble around ourselves. I do a bubble of pure divine white light all the way around me, and usually around my house, around my family and pets. When I'm doing readings, it's around everybody I'm reaching, and, you know, anybody who needs it. If I'm traveling, I put a white bubble around myself. And if you look at this, you see the butterfly? That's transformation. That's what happened this year for you. By the end of this year, you will have gone all the way around from being open and exposed and vulnerable to really discovering who you are. And then by the end of it, you'll go, like, I am so glad that I have seen all this now, and that, you know, that I have seen all this now. Moon, things that are hidden, unseen, subconscious, unconscious. Knight of Wands, moving forward, fast, rapid, and Three of Wands. This is getting what you have put out. This is waiting for your ships to come in. You've manifested, and here it comes really fast. And everything you need to see is going to finally be illuminated. You're going to see it. Next year, you're going to look back and you're going to go, oh my God, look at all that stuff that I never saw before, and I'm so glad I see it now. This is great. Please let me know how it goes, and I will talk to you soon. Much love, Aries. Happy birthday.